body spoiler. So everything you get from our kit here is going to be the brake light itself. We got some stuff in the bag we'll go through later. We have a mounting plate, a zip tie to run those long wires through to make it easy, flathead screwdriver, Phillips screwdriver, pliers, electrical tape, 10mm socket on an impact, and a 2.5mm Allen wrench. Step one, we're going to remove this third brake light, factory one. We're going to take a Phillips head screwdriver right here. Two screws, one and then two. Once that's out of the way, just unplug it. Next, we're going to remove the threaded inserts where the screws came out of. So just take some pliers and wiggle up and down firmly. Got one. There's your second one. Go ahead and empty the bag right here. You got your sticker, your T-taps, long bolts, and then you're gonna have two short bolts with washers. You're gonna put them together like so. I'm going to take the mounting plate. Slip it in. We're going to use the bolts with the washers to hold it in place. And then we're going to use the bolts with the washers to hold it in place. Next thing we're going to do is remove these grommets so we have access to run the wire. So first we're going to pull this one down nice and easy. That one's pretty good. And then for the bottom one, we have to expose the rubber and then hit the tab with the flathead, just like that. One on each side, and it should come right out. And you're going to find the zip tie, carefully, grab it, take the power wire on the brake light, and we're going to electrical tape it together so we can feed it through. Once that's settled, you're going to pop the lift gate open again and carefully pull it through. Once you got wire in play right there, you're going to take some scissors and make a small slit right about there. Perfect. Take your zip tie and we're going to work it through all the way to the end through the white plastic part. You're gonna wiggle it till you get through the other side. Make sure when you feed it through, you go through that plastic piece on the bottom too, but you're just gonna keep pulling it through. Just make sure when you pull enough through, you're gonna leave still a decent amount at the top. So when you mount up your brake light, you have enough slack to work with. We'll just leave that like that. Next thing we're gonna do is take this plug out, remove some of this electrical tape to expose the factory wiring harness. Now we got this all peeled back, we're going to expose our wires again. Green is going to be power, white with the black stripe is going to be your ground. So we're going to take a T-tap, line it up, get a pair of pliers. Nice squish on there. Do the same thing on the other one. We're going to stagger them just a little bit. Set up in the middle. And then we'll get a nice squish as well. So the red wire, power, go through the white hole on the green. And same thing, we're going to smash that down. Pliers if you need them. Through the hole in the T-tap. Make sure it's in the center. Put a little bit in and smash it down again. Make sure they line up. Before you're all bolted in and everything, stand here and have someone test your brake or put a brake on it to make sure it lights up. Once you're all tested, make sure everything works. We're going to bundle everything in here nicely and neatly. So you're going to set it on there. It should pretty much line up. You're going to take your 2 longer bolts. If you need to look around it to make sure you're lined up, go ahead and do that. But I have it lined up pretty perfectly right here. I'm going to take a long bolt just like that. Take our 2.5mm wrench. Get that one going. Make sure all my wires are good, everything's tucked in, and then I'll get the other one situated. We're just gonna snug it up about hand tight. That one's good. That's pretty good. So next we need to remove this trim piece, so we're gonna pop this guy off. If you have your seatbelt, pop the lens off of the dome light. Phillips head screwdriver. Next thing is you gotta take these plugs off, unscrew this, and expose this one. So we're gonna go in here carefully, take that piece off, take a 10mm. Set that aside, another one right here. And finally these push pins, 1 and 2. Before we can finish exposing this side piece, we're gonna take off some of these. So we got probably just 3 of these Phillips heads on the bottom. Will be enough. So we're gonna lift up this bottom piece just halfway, just like that. And we're going to peel these back carefully. Kind of like that. Might be a push pin or something. We're just gonna yank them out of the way and expose all this. Unplug the dome light. And we're going to carefully pull down this trim piece. Just like that. We're gonna pretty this up now that all our light is situated. So I'm gonna pull the slack out of this. Not too tight, obviously. Tuck this gasket back in because we're here. And we'll leave this for the next step. Take our zip tie, finish putting it through the white piece right there. Go down. I'll pull it all through right there at the top. Make sure it's nice and slim. And then we're going to follow this side. So catch it with the other hand, you're just gonna pull it down. Get rid of that wire, just make sure it's in there. Once this is down and about, to wire it into the taillight for power, we do have to take the taillight off. So 2 10s real quick. The wires ran, the taillight's off. We're gonna strip the wire back about 12 or 16 inches. We're gonna do our ground first. So if we peel this back, we're gonna find that bolt way back there, the shiny one. So I'm gonna undo this. And right back on. Take our neat power wire here and fish it through this grommet. We're just gonna put it on the side of it, not a big deal. Pull that through, snug it back up. We're gonna put a T-tap on here. Put it through, get a good bite. Just like that, good connection. So now we're gonna test it. We're going to hit the lights. And we have power. Go ahead and turn that off for now. So once you make sure everything's got power, everything's connected, we're going to pop this bowl back in, pop this taillight back together, finish putting all the trim pieces back together. Don't forget the grommet, and you're good to go. Everything's buttoned up, the inverse of how we took it apart. So we're gonna shut this, and there you go. Reload Offroad, third brake light, first gen Sequoia.